The Wan Hai 503 is back in the news. Our salvage is underway, but it is going really slow. Here's the story from the Maritime Executive that was published on the 27th of October 2025. More than a month after the fire-damaged container ship Wan Hai 503 was granted permission for an entry into a port of refuge, the owners, Wan Hai, reported slow progress in the operation. The company highlighted some of the operational challenges for the salvage operation in its latest update. The fire began on June the 9th while the container ship was approximately 54 nautical miles west of India in the Arabian Sea. Unable to control the fire, the captain made the decision to abandon the vessel. With 18 crew members saved, sadly 4 were reported as missing. The fire would burn for weeks, and even after it was reduced to smoldering, there was a long search for a port of refuge. The ship was towed to the UAE, where it was granted permission to enter on September the 11th. An initial inspection showed stability and structural integrity were secure. Wan Hai reported that as of October the 18th, a total of 357 containers have been unloaded in an ongoing operation. A further 1,366 remain on board the vessel. Pictures showed that the containers forward of the deckhouse were exposed to the fire, with the area around Old Number 4 heavily damaged. A smaller number of containers on the stern appeared to have been shielded by the deckhouse from the fire. The company reports that salvage teams found the steel plates and the securing structures in the main fire area severely melted. Hatch covers had deformed due to the extreme heat. They are using specialized cutting techniques to open these sections of the ship. Each container must be individually secured with slings to be lifted ashore. Many of the containers are deformed or collapsed. In addition, they report that the teams are having to deal with burnt debris and scrap materials. This requires heavy machinery for the collection and transfer using a flatbed truck. Wan Hai said that the operation is being carefully supervised by salvage professionals to ensure the safety and efficiency. It is continuing to overcome the challenges and is actively working to accelerate the unloading process, while highlighting that safety remains a priority. Unloading this ship is a job I would want no part of. This would be very slow, very dangerous, and a very tedious operation to get these containers off this ship. The ones on the stern, probably no problem at all, but all the other ones, that's just a tangled mess. I'm still amazed, though, that they managed to keep this ship afloat all that time in the Indian Ocean and then all the way to the UAE. That's pretty amazing in my opinion. I will say one other thing. It said in this article that 4 people are missing from this ship. Initially, I thought it was 2. But either way, 2 or 4, people lost their life here. And any loss of life is a bad thing. One of the initial videos that I did covering this, a lady from Indonesia left a comment on one of the videos, and she said one of the missing men was her husband. And all they wanted, dead or alive, they wanted this man home. She wanted her husband home. And that probably didn't happen. There was a report at one stage that they found a body on the beach, but they didn't know who it was or where it even came from. And I haven't seen any update after that. But chances are these men will never ever get to go home to their families. And that's the worst thing that happened here. Alright guys, there it is. As always, thanks for watching. If you're new here and you like these kind of videos, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And I'll see you on the next one.